Okay, Kate, here we are at Tuesday, but what else is going on today?
Today is Lucky Penny Day, Matt.
Lucky Penny Day. Oh, you find a penny, pick it up, then all day you have good luck, right?
That's right.
Unless it's heads down.
That's right. I was just going to say that. That's what my kids say. Oh, it's not heads up. Leave it there. Like, okay.
So what happens with pennies now? Like we're slowly using cash less and less, contactless payments and, everything.
Mm-hmm. You don't have a jar of pennies in your house?
I don't have a jar. I do have a lot of pennies just because pennies just are kind of tough to get rid of. Not in a jar, though.
Okay.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
I've got a jar in the laundry room, and I've got a jar in the kitchen.
How often are you depositing pennies in there?
Enough to have a jar in two different places.
Yeah,
so.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Jeez, you're making change all over your house, huh?
All over.
I guess so. Lucky pennies.
But I send the girls with pennies to the pool in the summer, too. I'm like, if you want a popsicle bad enough, you count out 25 pennies. Come on.
Popsicles go for just 25 pennies?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The little freezer pops.
Oh, flavor ice.
Yeah.
I don't call those popsicles. You do?
Oh, I do.
Oh, but there's no popsicle stick, right?
But there's still a popsicle in the package.
I
think it's a popsicle stick because it's in a popsicle, right?
What?
I think the popsicle came before the popsicle stick, right?
Oh,
Chicken or the egg.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess there'll have to be a topic for a different day. I think we both need to go to our respective corners and do our own research.
Right.
But I don't think that's a popsicle.
Okay.
But
I stand by it's a popsicle.
Okay.
So agree to disagree today.
I suppose.
That's not actually one of the days, though.
It's not?
Today is also Drinking with Chickens Day.
Drinking with Chickens Day.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol?
No, this doesn't specify live chickens or not. So maybe you've got a bucket of KFC and a drink nearby.
Yeah.
Get it.
You think
there
it's an alcoholic beverage that they're talking about, drinking with the chickens?
That I would assume, but I don't know.
Now, if you're actually drinking with chickens, you're getting your drink on with some chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging
out in the coop.
What would you give them? What drinks?
Lemonade.
Lemonade. Okay.
Sounds refreshing for a chicken, right?
Hey, maybe some chicken broth.
Ooh, no, that's mean.
Okay. Fine. All right, Kate, we got some feedback about God willing and the creek don't rise.
Yes. And I did some research, but go ahead.
This is one of your go-to phrases.
Mm-hmm.
Astute listeners to Matt and Kate would know that. God willing and the creek don't rise. And so that phrase was dropped last week. And then I got a voicemail. Someone made it all the way to my voicemail, Kate. Isn't that exciting?
Yep.
Isn't that a thrill?
Yeah.
To say that that's racist.
Offensive.
Offensive?
Did they say racist?
No, they didn't say racist necessarily.
They said offensive.
Okay.
And I think they think it's offensive because there's a old wives' tale that it is racist. But it's not. I did the research because if it was offensive, I definitely wanted to know and to not say it because I don't want to offend anyone.
Come on, Kate.
I know. But the expression, the creek don't rise, it's American slang implying strong intentions subject to complete frustration by uncommon but not unforeseeable offense. So it's kind of like come hell or high water, but it's a little bit nicer of saying. But the old wives' tale is that the Creek Indians in Appalachia. So they were thinking that it meant, God willing, and the Creek Indians don't rise and, get mad with the treatment of how they're being treated by white people.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But that's not true at all.
Wow.
And I did a lot of research. I looked it up on more than just Wikipedia.
You did?
Yes. But
wow.
It is
Look at you go.
A more conditional statement of intent than come hell or high water. It's not about the Creek Indians in the Appalachia area of the country.
Okay.
So if you've been told that it's racist and offensive, you have bad information.
Okay.
It's not.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And remember that time? Remember that one time where you were talking about I forget what it was. Was there an Indian fellow? Was there a guy from India talking? Or what?
Oh,
Do you remember there was someone?
Jeopardy. I think it was a guy on Jeopardy who was Indian. And I was talking about, and then the Indian fellow, and then somebody said, it's called Native American. I was like, he's from India. Thank you.
And then remember that great time like a few weeks later where you were talking about eating Indian food? And I said, do you mean Native American food, Kate? Remember that?
See, that's the part I didn't remember.
No? You remember that part?
No. And you were like, this gives us an opportunity to talk about Indian food. And I'm like, do we ever talk about Indian food?
You don't remember that part? Yeah, because you were like, no, Indian, from the country of India. Yeah. So, you don't remember getting all riled up about that?
No.
Oh, okay. Maybe you blacked out. You were so furious.
Or maybe it was so long ago that I've replaced it with new stuff.
Oh, okay. That could be it. Could be it.
Matt, what do you do when you're having a bad dream?
I try to wake myself up and get out of there.
Is that you just try to wake yourself up?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how much actual agency I have within a dream.
Right.
But you?
I had a bad dream last week, and I knew it was a bad dream. And I was even talking to myself in my dream, like, it's just a bad dream. The bad guy is Mickey Mouse. Make the bad guy Mickey Mouse. Come on. And I made the bad guy Mickey Mouse.
Wow, really?
Yes, it was crazy.
That sounds like you could make a Mickey Mouse. Like it's like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Right.
But Mickey Mouse.
But it was like, I'm just Mickey Mouse. I'm not going to kill you after all. So
wow.
It was like, it wasn't like dead sleep. I was kind of in between sleep. I knew my alarm was going to come up pretty soon. But I went back to sleep and I was like, nope, it's just a bad dream. You're not being chased by a bad guy. It's Mickey Mouse. I was successful in changing the bad guy. I didn't wake myself up. Maybe I should try that. Instead of working so hard to make the bad guy Mickey Mouse, maybe I should work harder to wake up.
Wow. Okay. This is wild to me. So how did you come up with this idea?
I don't know. I was just like, think of something that's not scary.
And then Mickey Mouse.
And so I picked Mickey Mouse because like he's not scary.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. It can be done. Or I did it at least.
Yeah. I guess so. Okay.
I'm going to try to wake myself up though next time. That seems a lot less work than making a bad guy Mickey Mouse.
So in the dream, you are thinking, turn the bad guy in your brain into Mickey Mouse.
Mm-hmm. Make him not scary.
Okay. This wasn't an idea that you had on standby for when a bad dream occurred.
Well, I think I've done that with the kids. Like when you're in a bad dream, just try to think of something that's not scary.
All right.
Tried it.
Nicely done, Kate. Congrats.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So, Kate, I heard that when you go to the hotel, you should look for bed bugs on the headboard and don't waste your time on the actual mattress.
I just heard that this weekend.
You're kidding.
No. I just heard that this weekend because we're going to kind of a sketchy hotel in June.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, well, make sure you check the headboards. I was like, what? That didn't make sense to me. I just heard that.
Yeah, so it makes sense because the bedding gets changed every day, right, at the hotel.
Right.
But it's not obvious that the headboard would need to be wiped down or that the staff is wiping down the headboard.
Right.
So watch out for that.
That's crazy.
Bed bugs on the headboard.
Bring your own Clorox wipes and your own sheets.
Yeah. What about black light? Have you ever been tempted to bring a black light with you to the hotel?
I am not. I don't want to.
No.
I'm afraid.
And why are you staying at a sketch hotel?
We have a soccer tournament.
Soccer tournament in a town where that's the only hotel or something?
Mm-hmm. It's the team hotel.
The team has a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Where the team stays. And it's kind of sketch. But the town has very little hotel options.
Yeah.
So that's what they do. This is our first time going to the tournament. There are several families that do like some Airbnb options, but they have to drive a little bit further.
Yeah.
But I just know that the rooms were limited, so I panicked a little bit and just grabbed a room really quick. So,
what do you mean? You panicked? Oh, as opposed to trying to find
like,
Airbnb?
They ran out of rooms.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I didn't want to not have a room, so.
All right. Well, is there a sketchy hot tub or something that you plan on using there? Or?
Oh, probably.
Probably?
No. It's near a lake, so there's probably going to be more like lake activities than hotel pool. Yeah.
Do you think this hotel's haunted? Ooh.
That I don't know.
I sure hope so. I hope you encounter a ghost at your hotel stay. It'd be great for the show. Yeah.
Turn him into Mickey Mouse.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
For anyone just joining us, Kate has this hack where you should turn any evil people in your dreams into Mickey Mouse. And that's how you survive the dream. Living the dream, right, Kate?
Yep. Didn't get murdered.
Congrats.
Matt, Florida man, true or false?
Oh, here we go. Time again for another thrilling edition of Florida Man, true or false. Okay, how's this game work? Remind me.
It's just one.
Oh.
Because I'm going to tell you the story.
Okay, I have one
True
question.
or false? The Florida man arrested for throwing lunch meat at an officer.
I will say that's true.
That is true.
Because if it were false, that'd be a weird
There would
thing
be no
to
story.
then have to make up a story for. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? The Florida man was causing a disturbance at a smoke shop. They called the police. He told the police, I've got a black belt in karate and a black belt in judo. You're going to be in a world of hurt. Then he threw lunch meat at the officer. So he was arrested. He had a sandwich with him, and he just, instead of throwing the sandwich, he took the meat out of the sandwich and threw the meat at the cop. And so he was charged with battery and taken to jail.
He's a carb guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Take away my bread.
I'm going to throw my meat at you.
Wow. Yeah.
Florida man, not letting you down.
No, Florida man comes through in the clutch.
Right?
Yeah. Effective branding there for all men in Florida.
Man. There's even a movie on Netflix, Florida Man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Would you have an idea what it's about?
The Florida Man. I think there's a cop who goes in the trailer. A cop goes to a gun show, and nobody will sell him a gun, and he gets upset that he goes to the most rule-abiding gun show in America in Florida, where the whole state is shaped like a gun, and you trip over 3 guns on your way to your mailbox. And
okay.
Yeah, so everybody starts putting away their guns when he says that he is a cop.
Florida Man, huh?
Yes. I'm trying to think of who's in it. I know you'd recognize people in it, but I can't think of their names.
This is the worst movie preview ever.
Well, I haven't seen it, so it can't be a review, right? Edgar Ramirez, Abby Lee, Anthony LaPaglia, you would recognize that guy. Clark Gregg, you'd recognize that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. This has been Film Corner with Kate.
There you go. I'll watch it, and then I'll let you know.
Okay. Did you see Callista Flockhart got stuck having to sit behind Harrison Ford at the Indiana Jones premiere?
Instead of next to him?
Instead of next to him, yeah.
Really? What happened there?
That's just what Cannes decided to do. They decided that that's the assigned seating because they've got their names on all these chairs. And there's a very awkward video of Harrison Ford and Callista Flockhart arriving and inspecting the chairs and saying, oh, you're seated behind me. And so then they proceeded to take their respective seats to watch the film.
Weird.
Do you think he should have walked out? What do you think he should have done? Rearranged the signs?
Did they show who was sitting next to him?
I could not tell.
No, I don't think he should have walked out, but maybe switched the signs.
Clearly someone more important than Callista Flockhart was seated next to him, what I would say. I've heard it's kind of meh, by the way. Have you?
Well, I hated the Crystal Skull.
Yeah. Yeah, that was rough.
But I've heard it's better than that one.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's your ranking? What's your definitive ranking then of the Indiana Jones films?
That's Sophie's Choice right there.
Oh, is it?
It is. There's the the original 3.
Was there an Indiana Jones in the Sophie's Choice?
No.
That'd be interesting if there were. So number 1 is Last Crusade or Raiders of the Lost Ark is what you're conflicted over?
My favorite was always Temple of Doom when I was a kid.
Oh,
but as a
God.
grown-up, I know. That's also the difference between being a kid and a grown-up, Matt. It's always fun when people are, like, eating snakes and stuff like that. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly a film critic at 10.
Boiled monkey brains or whatever it was.
Right? Chilled chilled monkey brains.
Chilled.
Because it's like Jell-O. They're eating it out of the head. Spoiler alert. And I loved Short Round.
Short Round. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's great.
Yep.
But there was that girl that had the Indiana Jones, the, what's that called? You stab it?
Voodoo doll.
Voodoo doll.
It was a boy.
Oh, that was a boy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to mess up whatever the leader is. He's not the prince, but he's the...
Amum Shaba.
No,
that
that's
guy?
the bad... No, that's the remove your heart guy.
Yeah, that looked painful.
Yeah. See, I mean, that's a good movie when you're a kid.
I remember being freaked out and finding it very intense.
Oh.
I know. Little boy Matt getting freaked out by the hearts coming out of the chest. Who would have thought?
Little girl Kate laughing, thinking, this is awesome.
Guess so.
Yeah. I can't believe we didn't talk about this last week.
I give up. What?
Oscar Mayer changing the name of the Wienermobile.
Oh, no, I hadn't heard that.
What?
What are they changing it to?
It's now called the Frankmobile.
Really?
Yep.
Because people are too juvenile to handle Wiener or what?
A fleet of 6 vehicles featuring wonderful new elements, including saucy exterior decals, Frank whistles, formerly known as Wiener whistles, and a newly renamed of hot doggers behind the wheel, now known as Frankfurters.
Yep. Really? Why are they doing this?
The drivers are the Frankfurters and no longer the Wienermobile. It's the Frankmobile.
Disagree.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know why.
Did you see the picture of the Wienermobile on the ferry?
I did not.
Okay. Just send it to you.
Okay. Yes.
Look at that. Isn't that hilarious?
Open. Oh my God. That's what were we just talking about being juvenile?
Yeah. This showed up on Twitter. Just urgently need everyone else on Earth to know what it looks like when there's an island event and the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile has to take the local ferry. Thanks.
Oh
and
my gosh.
It's
that's
a ferry.
Hysterical.
And the Wienermobile is sticking right out the front of it.
Looks like the ferry is happy to see ya.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Frankfurter Mobile.
The Frankfurter.
It's just called the Frankfurter?
Yep.
Oh.
No, it's the Frankmobile. The drivers are the Frankfurters.
Okay, the Frankmobile.
It's just the Frankmobile.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess I'll adapt.
We're going to have to. I don't think they're going to change it just for us.
No. Do you know there's a bunch of people that still use pagers, Kate?
No, I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. So Spoke, so I assume you pronounce the name of this company, SPOK. They are the nation's leading pager company, Kate.
Wow.
And guess how many users they say they have across the country?
10,000.
800,000 pagers.
No
use across
way.
the country. Yeah. Compared to 6.6 million 20 years ago. That's quite a drop.
Yeah.
It's still pretty impressive. I would have never guessed it's that many.
No.
So doctors still use them apparently, and bird watchers
what?
use them apparently. Yeah, they're like they'll be in like a text club that says, "Hey, I saw this weird, obscure eagle that shouldn't be spotted at this part of the country," and then all these users will flock, pardon the expression, to check it out. And so apparently, there's this group that relies on pagers to do that.
Well, that's a different kind of pager than what we had. If you can put text in the pager.
Well, you could type boobs 8008S, 85, right?
Right. But
You
I
ever
mean,
do
like,
that?
if you're. No, I didn't.
Not even.
Nobody ever texted boobs to me either when I had a pager.
Did you ever, on a calculator? You know,
Oh, sure.
Anyone ever show you that? Okay.
Yeah.
Phew.
I'm just
That's
saying
close.
when you're talking about texting bird watching, like it's just a phone number that you can leave, right? Do they have texting in pagers now?
I guess so.
They must.
Unless they're typing in coordinates, GPS coordinates, using numbers, which I'm saying doubtful. But that's a good point. Yeah. I don't think you can send MMS, though. I don't think you can send photos through it.
Yeah.
So there's that. Wah wah.
Womp womp. If only they had like something where they could send pictures to each other.
I know.
And conversation to each other, like immediately.
A lot of these people like to be able to have their pager and not be distracted by their phone. That's what this article goes on to say. I know. Pretty wild.
Okay. Matt, just for the fun of it.
Just for the fun of it. Oh, Margaret. This is exciting. Kate's going to give us the setup to a joke, and then it's up to you and I, dear listener, to guess the punchline.
Just for the fun of it, Matt. What is a parrot's favorite game?
What is a parrot's favorite game? So a parrot oftentimes repeats what you say to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Parrot's favorite game. Parrots go squawk also, right? You said that's what a noise they make.
Maybe, yeah. Squawk might be a good way to say it.
I'm struggling here, Kate. I give up. What's a parrot's favorite game?
Hide and speak.
Hide and speak. Okay. Got me.
Gotcha.
So Denny's closed.
What?
St. Joe is now a Denny-less town.
Oh, no Grand Slams.
A friend had sent me this photo. This restaurant is permanently closed. Thanks for supporting us and our employees during our 45 years in St. Joseph. Please visit us at one of our other locations throughout Missouri and the Midwest. And I was like, what restaurant is that? Because I couldn't tell. And
right.
You responded with Denny's. And I thought, oh my God. And then looking out the window this morning, there's no Denny's sign. They took the Denny's sign
down
in the dead of the night. Took down the Denny's sign. I'm not sure how long Denny's has been closed in St. Joe, but this is devastating news.
Oh.
That said, I've never been to the Denny's in St. Joe. So I guess I'm part of the problem, huh?
You are part of the problem, yeah.
And I would say Perkins is the other part of the problem. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And Waffle House.
Having competition.
Yeah, competition was probably part of the problem, Kate.
Probably. It's not all you, Matt.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, I was prepared to see that Denny's sign still there, but nope, just Motel 6 and Speedy's.
It's gone.
What's the point? St. Joe's skyline irreparably changed. Stay tuned for more on this developing story. Or maybe this story is actually fully developed and done. Probably. Actually.
That's all she wrote.